Hello people, this is Endible, welcome back. Time for some Roguetech. We come out from the general mission, the assassination, in which we got a full Warhammer 6k. It's a single hit sing mech, so we're probably going to read it up after the turn of the month, just because it saves us some upkeep right now. And in this way we're able to save some money, not much. As you see, my cargo is already my second most expensive party in the upkeep, but in this way we're also able to just get vehicles and mechs from random salvage, so we're going to keep it like this. We still have 4 million, so we're quite good. The mech comes in, well, 106 structure is not bad. It just means the center is broken, but we only had core 280 and a heatsink +1 in there, so it's really not that bad actually. We want the SRM6 out, we want the mediums and the smalls out, we want all the heatsinks of the legs out. We're just going to try and turn this thing into a PPC boat, so there we go. We got near PPC pirate, we've got PPC capacitator, so I'm just going to try and see if we're able to get this thing. I think lasers insulators don't work on PPCs, they don't, which is a pity actually, but oh well, what can you do? We've got a cool shirt. We've got an emergency coolant, but I'm trying to see if I've got a radical heatsink. We do. We still need the emergency coolant though. Exchange a double plus will get us into decent, and we still have a 280 later on. So that's 7590. It's not excellent, but I think it's doable. So let's see what we can do to make it better still. And at this point we must drop ferro because we don't have the space for it. It's still good. We're mostly just complementing the build right now. Let's see what we have. An active probe, Guardian ECM, and perhaps a C3 unit will do us good. We're mostly doing okay now on hit, but we might want to get the PPC capacitator in there as well, if we can find it, and we can. So you're going in. We also can put some battle computers in. They'll get better with time, but we have energy, we have headshot, we have heat, most importantly. We also have range. Now we're overcooling, so we'll bring this heatsink to the side and another one here, and we might, well, put some other stuff into the mech. We only got 3 slots open, so it's not going to be much. but he'll be something. So let me think about it, because I'm just building these as I go. I'd much rather have 2 air mediums. This way we'll also be able to slot in an insulator in it. So let's see what we are. Yeah, that's good enough. 96, 98. We just have to drop a bit of leg armor and a bit of front. So it's not a perfect build, but it should be pretty accurate. It'll get better when we get Mark II advanced computer. And to just get it to work somehow, we just get plan cockpit and tracker sensors. It's going to be 2.5 million in 28 days. Later on we'll be able to just get some gyros and whatnot in here. Ideally we want to swap all the ER PPCs and PPCs into clan ones, but I'm just trying to build a capacitator build to see how it works, because I very much want to try it, and having the cool shot on the exchanger, it looked like the best thing we could do in here. So now we get through repairs and see what we have left here. We actually bring the Whitworth down and get the Warhammer to the 3rd spot, and in this way we have 5 days more of repairs to go through. We had them anyway, so we just go for the full 5 days. Gamma is done, Gamma port, so now we bring the training module through. And we get through the 3 days, 2-3 days we have to get through. That's it. Everybody's back, mechs are ready. So let's see what we have for missions. Hopefully we have a decent... Well, we have an escort here, but it's urban. Pretty much the problem right now will be that we'll most likely have a lot of urban missions into injected, which means the system is probably going to suffer a bit, but I'll be okay. 2.5 assassination looks good, it's good salvage. We're going for Lyrens, which we need to work our rep back a bit. It gets us out of a liked friendly status with Comster, but we'll get it back someday. So everybody's in, everybody's ready. We could go and look a bit for ability points, but I'd much rather drop directly, as we've already been rambling for some 10 minutes, I'm guessing, and we're on a quite tight schedule. Which brings me to what I wanted to address from the very beginning of this chapter. It's December 18th as I'm recording this. Probably this will be going out on the 21st, which is the last day my daughter has school. If the government doesn't announce more restrictive measures for schools and whatnot, as I'm recording these on Christmas 2020, which is during the second wave of the coronavirus. So, well, Either this is the last day of school my daughter has, or she'll be going on Monday morning next week. So this means I'm probably not going to have as much time to record. I obviously won't, because she'll be at home during holidays, and if more restrictive measures are announced, it probably means we won't be able to get to parks and whatnot, or stay with friends, which means we'll be stuck in a much restrictive environment altogether. I won't record as my daughter is at home, mostly because you'd be hearing all she says. So it probably means we won't be able to I won't be able to release a chapter a day. We're most likely going to 2-3 chapters a week, because I'm going to have to record them at night when everybody is sleeping. This being holidays, it also means my wife will be on holiday as well, and I very much would like to do some stuff with her, play tabletop games, have talks, whatnot, things you can do during the routine normal days, in which you're so tired you just get to sleep when you get back to home. I mean, we have a 4 soon to be 5-year-old daughter, and she's a 5-year-old daughter. If you have a kid, you know what it's like. So most days we're just exhausted and don't have time, quality time for us or whatever. That being said, we're on the assassination. We have the target on the other side of the lake, and we're bringing friends. However, they're quite on the back of the map. We could deploy by them, but I'm thinking I'd much rather get into the high ground here if possible. And we see Comstar only brings a supporting lance that we can see. So that's how we get. We are able to see a support lens, I'm guessing. Apart from the supporting lens, we have one extra lens, and we have clan tech around, a lot of it, which suits me okay. Means we might be able to get some ERPPCs. Okay, our friends are also hitting, facing a lot of things, but this is mostly primitive stuff, so let's see what they bring. Well, it's only tanks. We'll probably have to get back and deal with those after we clear the supporting lands and the assassination target. So without much further ado, we're not going in directly, we're just going to reserve a bit until the shallow hogs, the few shallow hogs do their thing. And okay, we lose sight, but that's normal. We're just waiting for them Comstar guys to do their thing. Probably means we have to wait till turn 15, something like that. The primitives we have back there with our allies are probably going after that, but with the clan mechs we're probably good to start going at turn 15. Turn 15 is the gauntlet, so maybe I want to wait until I have one of the vehicles available. We just start 12. We send in Witness or Paradise to just start dealing, well, not start dealing, but just see if we get direct vision to something. Pity that AC-20 didn't connect, would have been a good way to start. And Yeah, those primitives I don't care very much about. Well, Vedette managed to connect one of its shots on the arm. He's got it pretty open, so 5 evasion for the galleon. We send it in. We see a hunter and a Shadowhawk. We have a back shot on the Shadowhawk, so we should go in, as we probably are also able to get the flyer in there. Archer gets an arm destroyed by our allies.
What's the plan?
So let's see if the Yellow Jacket is also able to get... Well, it isn't, so I'm most likely going to shoot the hunter, which we could pretty much wreck if we hit. Well, no, we have a better chance on you, but we miss anyway. So we plan to get into the Shadowhawk's back. Didn't work at all, but we've got other plans. Let's see what our hinges are. 39s, 40ish, and very bad hitchens on the back. So we're going to just shave the Shadowhawk. Send acid first. We should probably get him primed up for the fire starter. We also send the fire starter like a madman. We're able to get in here, which is good for us. Decent hit chances. Should probably... No, we don't get him open. I actually thought this would be a bit better, but it wasn't. So we send the next mech in. We're able to see an Aswang, which is a Cougar. It's a light, but it's a nasty one. So we're probably going to get some damage in later on. However, we connect very well on the Shadowhawk this turn. He's lost evasion, which means the next one in is, which is the Centurion, already has the chance to get him off the table. One down, 5 to go on this lance. So we see Shadowhawks 8, which are different from the 9 we just dealt with. Let us... Well, the Whitworth just moves in. Plantech mechs, well, the support lance is most likely going to go for our flyers and vehicles. So Cougar next to go, he moves and he actually went for the gauntlet, but we're in cover, so that wasn't that bad. Here we would like to get another good volley in on the hunter, going from the front, shaving quite a lot of armor. Our allies can probably deal with the primitives, especially if the big guns start connecting. One Shadowhawk went for the galleon, not connecting much of its stuff, missing almost everything, so it's all looking pretty decent right now. Second Shadowhawk also goes for the galleon. They somehow prefer it
What's up, boss?
to the flyer.
No target.
And we have decent hitchings on the Cougar, even though it's got... Whoa, that's the primary target. Okay, we have to follow up here, I guess. I was going to mob up a bit, but if that's the target, we must get in quickly and do some follow-ups. So... you... I want to deal with the vehicle we have in front, but I'd much rather get 3 evasion if I can. Well, I can if I get here, but that's not the good side. Might be good enough though. Well, no, it wasn't. So you should have gone for something else. We also see Pirate Griffin. We're missing one member. Oh, we got it already. Sorry, I'm just... First mission of the day is always a bit rough. We move with the yellow jacket and we see what we can hit. We got 38s on the Cougar, not much else, so we shoot the Cougar, missing the shot. You should start hitting something, Paradise. These last days you've been going in pretty decently. I know you can do it, you can get used to it. You need better vehicles at this point, but it'll come when it comes. Actually, a Hunter would be an upgrade over the Galleon. We could get in with Mask, but we'd be giving up cover, so I'd much rather get in here, even if I'm just going for the fresh side of the Cougar. We like him, and we should be able to do short work of him right now. So, target on the ground. Oh, that's good hits there on the archer. Yeah, the archer's just taking all the punishment from our allies. Some of the allies of the supporting enemies, the primitives, moved. So I'm guessing I don't have the range to step on you, which I don't, which means I'm just mobbing like a madman to get in, and depending on hitchances, either hitting the hunter or the target, but the target we probably... No, we go for him. We've got a lot of Shadowhawk parked.
Yeah, critical hit.
Oh, IR-20 Warfare Suite. That's something new I haven't seen. I wonder what it was, but we destroyed it, so... Pirate, Griffin went in, shooting all the twin link capacitator on PPCs it had. He didn't connect them, so we're good in that sense. We should get rid of the S-Bank and be done with it. It's 46 damage. Well, problem is we're most likely to just destroy him completely, but we don't have nothing we want in there, so that's it for the target. Okay, you connected your AC-20 to his fresh side. We should really move a bit, because you've got one leg and a torso open and you're just hitting him, or you don't need to. So we'll just move for 4 here because we want to get rid of this hunter.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
This probably means some return fire on us, but I think they will start focusing. As long as we have the vehicles, we shouldn't be too afraid of just being completely focused by the Shadowhawks. Good hits on the yellow jacket.
Losing armor.
I know.
How can I help?
Oh well, what can you do? We got pretty excellent hits and sees. On the Shadowhawk that just moved, so
Giving him everything I've
we go
got.
for it, we open his arm and destroy it.
Take that as a lesson. Waiting for orders.
The gauntlet will move perhaps back. One evasion is clearly not good enough, so let's see. No, we can't get 3, so 2 it is, but 2 we can get by just
I'm
moving.
walking here.
And we're going to vigilance this, as you're going to be in the open here. What's our hits and sees on you? Well, we're just not cutting it here.
Firing.
But you're bringing a thumper, you probably don't want to shoot this near to yourself.
I hear you.
Also, Galleon gets in their faces, providing a target, and we just shoot, looking for crits on the Shadowhawk. But we get
Reporting.
none. Yellow jacket moves in as well and has a back shot on the thumper, but we can't hit it, and here we're widely into minimum range trouble, so 1 in 10 will have to be good enough. And we actually hit this one and not the ones we were trying before. Shadowhawk moves and goes for the Whitworth. Well, he's in cover, he can take a hit or 2.
Receiving you.
Now we've got the Archer, who is going to just get
Double
help,
time. Let's go.
and we don't have acids, so we go for the Shadowhawk that it's open.
Firing.
Hopefully we get rid of one torso. No, we just get some engine
Inflicted
crits.
some heavy
Well,
damage.
that's good enough. Let's see
Yes, Commander.
if we can get something done with our Artemis guy.
Roger that.
Yeah, that's not good enough, so we'll be going.
Time to unload.
We've got the torso out, a second engine
Score a
crit,
critical hit.
which means one more crit, and this Shadowhawk is off the table. Yeah, thumper shot, and
Hey,
hit us
what's
for a
the pain,
bit.
pal? So
We're
far, so good.
probably going to try to get him with the Firestarter, but he's moved pretty much out of reach. So they finally get the Archer open on the other side. And the arm out, which means he's mostly weaponless right now. The other primitives mechs are pretty much waiting behind the reach, which means our allies have been able to just deal with the archer, focusing him That is good news for us. Okay, Yellow Jacket gets focused by the Pirate Griffin. This is bad news, but... oh well. Not going to cry much
I'm receiving you.
if something happens to it. So we get into the spore field and we look for available targets, and we only have the 2C as we're blocking our shots, so we go
I hear ya.
for him. And now we try and crit him. I'm probably just destroying him, but... oh well.
And there's more where that
How
came
much
from.
punishment can you get, my boy?
What's up, boss?
So, it'll have to be the Whitworth who does it. We don't want to shoot the expose as it's going to be too much, so we're probably just sending a bit of Inferno on the poles
Acknowledge.
to try and get it done. This last crit we need.
Come on, Tech Warriors. It's go time.
Probably send a torso destruction, but if not, between the 8 and the 9 parts we should already have a full pick here. And now
Confirmed.
we go on the other Shadow Hand 8. We missed the boss, but we got a heavy laser
Waiting
destroyed.
on you, Commander.
We must somehow get out of trouble. Do we? Oh well.
Right, Commander.
As I said, I'd much rather have them focus my mechs than anything, my vehicles than my mechs. So
Waiting for orders.
that's what we do. Steel, Acid still jammed.
No shooting, just running.
I don't want to get in trouble
On it.
hitting my 5-starter too much, so
That hit something
just
good.
avoided that shot and went for the Shadowhawk instead. Let's see what the Shadowhawk does now. It's his turn. Just goes for the galleon. Good enough in my books.
Yes,
And
Commander.
Paradise should now have an open shot.
Roger. Full speed.
Well, 21 is good, but we might hit the fire starter,
Target is
so
confirmed.
we're going for the back shot on the Griffin, even though we don't hit him. Yeah, I know. It's good. You hit him, he's there precisely because we want you to do this. And let's see what the Scaffa does. Should be his turn right now. So, even though if we went for... whoa, that's some damage, but
Light
it's all
damage,
splashy. As long as he doesn't have pinpoint damage, we're mostly good on this. Yeah, it's going to get us into some repair time, but I'd much rather get rid of the other things we have on the offer. So
What can I
we'll
do
have
for you?
to also take a look on... yeah, we want the supercharge off, and we want you to get us rid of the Shadowhawk if you can.
You betcha. Going toe to toe.
So we'll hit the leg on this side. It's mostly going, but I'm looking for crits here. We don't get any, but he's open. So next up is the Whitworth, and we can get very good hits on the Griffin. Oh, we actually hit on the Griffin, which could mean, yeah, we just, well, we'll go with everything. Much rather get him out if I can. He ejected, so yeah, we have a full Shadowhawk on the table. And now just go for the Pirate Griffin, get some acid here, 18 stacks there, and also the Alta 10 and whatnot.
I hear ya.
Galleon gets on his back just for the crits,
Moving out.
because we have him open there,
You betcha.
but we only hit twice there, so
I've got your back.
yeah, as much as it pains me, I want to, we don't have a hit engine, you're jamming us, so might as well get
Copy
back
that.
and get a good shot on the Griffin, who's unstable.
Roger.
He's taking it like a champ, the Griffin.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, let's have a closer look at where he's most weak. And yeah, this will be the open side, so 70% should mean we get in a hit finally. Well, it went down to 60% and we missed, obviously, because why shouldn't we? I'm guessing the primitives and our friends are mostly okay as they are. They're just dancing around and not doing much. He actually almost manages to get the flyer down. We're down to 4 structure. But we should be able to deal with him next turn. Just a pity that we were unable now, as it would be a bit better for us. Scaffa didn't shoot the thumper. It might be that he's already out of her. So okay, got you open in the back. Should do some more, yeah. I'm not particularly interested in you.
Want some more, huh?
So it wouldn't be a big loss if we destroyed you completely. We're getting into perfect range, ideally,
On my way.
and we keep punching you.
Confirm.
That's it. And an
Battle
explosion, so he's out.
I await your command.
The gauntlet. Well, we have to deal with him, so might as well hit one of the ultra shots.
On my way.
Go in with Artemis. We should have 60-ish.
Locking in all weapons.
So some good hits in there. He's out of ammo,
Commander?
so he can't do much.
On my way.
We go with a standard ammo, both on the heavy and the regular MRM.
Target confirmed.
We're just trying to get rid of him through volume of fire.
Reporting one less vehicle.
And now we take a deep look at the support, the primitives, and see if there's anything there worth taking. Not actually, so
Reporting.
I think I'm actually just going out.
Confirmed.
Yeah, we'll lose a bit of money, but
What can
we
I do
get
for you?
better salvage overall if we do it like this. So the way down, if I recall correctly, is through here. Battletech actually got in range to start the brawl with the primitives, but they don't look interested in getting engaged.
What can I do for you?
It's actually been quite a joke what they're doing. So yeah, we can get down through here.
Sprinting.
We have some 4 or 5 turns to
Ready
go.
for orders.
I think, depending on the time, well, we don't have much, so we probably will be able to get some pot
got your
shots at them now and then. Oh, you can also get
Aye, aye.
down through here. Probably will be better for us overall. We got the 2 fast runners going through there. Problem is we've already moved the archer, but the archer would have been the last one to get in there.
Got it,
anyway.
Commander.
Did I just move? No, I ran. We were just hot.
Yes,
That's
Commander.
what happened. So you keep
Throttle
getting
down.
down.
Moving out.
Everyone hits to the evac. Because we actually
I hear you.
don't want what the support lands is putting in the table, so no use in diluting our loot table. This being said, if our tanks engage the primitives, they might get 1 or 2 out of the table before we get to the evac, but what can you do?
Waiting on you,
So,
Commander.
another turn where we can use
Got
the
it.
supercharger.
How can I help?
This is cool. We want to get down through here.
Roger.
And we actually do have a shot or 2. That's very bad hit and sees all around. We don't shoot this.
Standing by.
Just get cool. Get down. We go to the evac. Yeah. Okay, that is quite being focused. His
Good
friends
to go.
don't seem to want to get to help him.
Going full throttle.
Archer moves.
Commander.
Gauntlet still has the mask
Heading out.
available,
Full
so
speed.
we might as well use it. We'll have to wait for the archer eventually, but yeah, that Battletech is just wrecking those
What can I do
primitives,
for you?
isn't he?
Going turbo.
So the galleon,
Awaiting orders.
and the jacket moving. We go through chances, but we're at extreme range. I'm not counting on anything good to come out of this. Well,
Yes, Commander.
14%, why not?
Damn it.
They just keep avoiding getting in into the fight, so that doesn't look very nice for the poor Vedette. But he might be able to pull it nonetheless. Oh, especially if the supporting forces start hitting themselves instead of him.
I hear ya.
Back in, we've got a supercharger failure. Just take it out.
Going turbo.
Whitworth is able to start going down. We actually took the wrong path, but it's okay. But moves in and gets rid of the Vedette. Well, this speeds the game a bit for us.
I'm here.
Gauntlet also has a failure chance now, so we take off the mask.
Standing by.
And the archer also wants to shut off
On my way. Double
the
time.
supercharger. Galleon can already get into the zone, but we will have to wait anyway.
Talk to me.
So we just keep going.
Accelerating to maximum speed.
This is actually a very good shot, considering the distance with it.
Reporting.
And yeah, I know, I probably shouldn't take him, but we have to wait anyway. So we mostly got 10% here and a 14 on the Ecto, so we take the Ecto shot. Probably not going to hit. I know this costs us a bit of money, but okay. You really want to get my yellow jacket down, don't you? And yeah, these 3 vehicles, these 3 tanks have just been here chilling without doing nothing for all the engagement. It's 9 turns of just not getting
Good to go.
into what they are supposed to do. I start moves. Next one is the Gauntlet, which actually has a shot on the Ultras. Well, we got 8 ammo. I know. We have ammunition cost right now. Okay. We might have to move a bit more than 3 evasion with... not too confident to not hit ourselves when 31s, 34s, 40 somethings on the rifleman, and I think, well, we're hitting him on the fresh side. Still, that's a large laser off the table, which means less damage incoming for us.
Yes,
Don't
Commander.
know if he's in range, but just in case. So, 4 evasion is probably better than 3. And let's see what we have for hit chances. I'm guessing best chance would be on the rifleman, which is the one which hasn't moved much. We still have 2 weeks to move, the archer and the tank, actually, not another vehicle, but the tank. And we can put the supercharger on, which means we're 3 turns off getting out from here.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Tank just keeps quiet
For now, cooling
because
down a bit.
we're there. Well, the Prowler got in, so he's probably going the next tank to be destroyed. Wasn't it the Prowler? Which was it? I don't know.
Waiting on you. Commander.
So, Firestarter gets in,
Good to go.
we start
Double
getting
time.
into
Let's
the
go.
evac zone.
I'm your spaniel. I'll race ya.
We just have to wait for 2 more turns until we get the archer in range for the evac.
Talk to me.
Centurion moves
Roger that.
in and actually even has vision on the up force, so yeah, why not?
You brought this on yourself.
Rifleman is weaponless and
That
he should
was
be
a
going.
critical hit.
No,
What's up, boss?
he actually doesn't go to the ground. Okay. Next turn, perhaps with a
I hear ya.
supercharger, we're able to get him. So, Yellow Jacket is attracting all of their fire. Normal, they just see it as a kill shot. That's why they're closing in. What I don't understand is why the other 3 tanks haven't
Awaiting order.
engaged at all. But I guess that happens sometimes. So, for evasion,
As you wish.
Rifleman just moves around. The Shadowhawk actually went up, and now our friends have something to do because they can't refuse engaging him. Well, they probably can if they've run out of ammo, but it doesn't look like they have. Hector gets open in the
Good to
center.
go.
So we're just staying
Good for now.
put,
Cooling down a
most
bit.
likely getting out of here anyway.
Onward.
Not worth it.
I've got your back.
Waiting for orders.
So let's see if we're able to get out with a final push
Roger. Full speed.
of the supercharger. Now it's just bringing
Yes,
Yellow
Commander.
Jacket in and the Galleon, which is going on turn 16. And off we go from here.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So, all in all, not much damage received. Got a clan Shadowhawk we could take. We will also take a look at the clan tech we have on the table. Clan Shadow techs are only 40 toners, I think. 40 toners, 45 toners, yeah. So, well, if we got it in good condition, we might start expanding laterally or getting a substitute for the Whitworth, but it's not much if we are talking about adding interesting things to the table. Yeah, plethora of Shadowhawk 8 and 9 parts. We got a near large clan. We got some LRM 10's clan, which are interesting, not going to deny it. We've got critical but a computer. Clan Endo, we're sorely missing some, well, money. I think we're going with money picks here. And 2 exchanges for good measure. 1 exchanger. I don't know when we'll be able to get the next clan tech around, but they're actually not bringing much, so we accept what we get from random. But yeah, an XXL engine is selling for a lot. the Excel we have two, well, one, now that we put the second into the Warhammer, but this gets us some of the money we put into building the Warhammer back. We get one part of the Pirate Griffin, one part of the Hunter, two parts of the Scaffer, which isn't bad, one part of the Shadow Hellgate, and as I said, Clan Excel Engine, which we sell, double Excel Engine, which is lots of money. We even get a Gunnery Support B, the Clan Heatsink we can sell as well, so pretty good money we made here. We made almost 2 millions plus what we got from the drop. We went from 1.4 million to 3 point whatever we get when we get back to the Argo. That's actually almost the cost for the full Warhammer back. And I know it might not look exciting, but considering the alternatives we had on the loot table, I think that's the best decision. It allows us to keep improving the Argo, keep pushing for better drop tonnage. Well, you might agree or not, but that's the way I usually play. So 3 days of repairs, which is probably just 1 day, 2 actually. So just do the 2 days repairs and get them, and we're able to just drop again. But that'll have to be on next chapter because we've run out of time for this one. Thank you very much and see you next time.